Welcome to Fanboy and a Snob. I'm Chad. That's Chris, and that's Andrew. Maybe he's right there. And today we watched the 2022 film Top Gun 2 Maverick. Why did we watch this movie, guys?
Well, we wanted to watch it like 2 months
years
ago. We wanted to watch it when it came out, but our schedules didn't line up, and then Chad took over October. So yeah, we watched it now.
Yeah.
And damn, is it a good movie?
Holy shit. And it is the best quote you can give. It is a fucking great movie.
You know what I love about it? Because remember, this came out earlier this year when all the woke stuff was going on and people were just getting upset about that kind of stuff.
Right,
and this
right.
movie
No,
has nothing
shut
to
up.
do.
I understand what he's saying.
It has nothing to do with politics. That's what's so awesome about
No, the
it.
best thing about this movie is what I was just saying. It's a great movie.
It is the most movie you will see.
Hey, you want to watch a movie to let you forget everything that's going on, just enjoy what's got in the picture before you go back to your sad, miserable life? Watch
It is
Top Gun Maverick.
great escapism. Great.
Remember when
escapism.
movies were escapism? And not fucking ham-fisting like politics down your throat?
All right, boys. I've been talking about all right, boys. So anyway, I've been talking about this movie since it came out because I saw it when it like maybe a week or two after it came. As soon as it came to streaming. I've talked about it on the podcast constantly.
We should have saw it in Texas.
Yes, we should have. I'm gonna play devil's avocado. All right, so you guys talk about the movie, and then I'm gonna try and poke holes in it. How does that sound for a review?
All right. Well, let's bring up the plot first, Andrew.
All right, yeah, you two run the show. I'm gonna be the dick.
Now,
as if that's any different than any other review.
It takes place 30 years after the original. Tom Cruise's character is now a test pilot. He's testing out all these experimental planes.
How cool was that roof?
hmm.
Like I told you guys before the beginning, I was like, dude, a roof is gonna blow off a building when it shouldn't. And then when he flies that Mach 10 plane over the roof, it lifts up and you see all the actors turn.
Now, has a plane
So
ever
cool.
come close to going to Mach 10?
Yeah, of course.
All right.
SR-71, Blackbird.
That's SR-71. Remember that band?
Yes, it's named after the Blackbird that.
But Tom Cruise gets in trouble for going Mach 10 in the plane because they were trying to scrap that whole thing for the drones, right?
Yeah, because they want to do unmanned pilots because unmanned pilots don't think.
And die.
Yeah, it's okay if they die. What was the line he told John Hamm? And get back. But anyway, we're jumping.
Tom Cruise, instead of getting grounded, Iceman does a little favor for him.
Who is Iceman?
Swayze.
Iceman was his rival back in the original movie, and now he's an admiral.
Chad said Swayze.
Oh, Val Kilmer. God damn it.
Don't edit that out. I want everyone to see that.
Yeah, I want everyone to do not edit that out.
That's a drunk steak right
No.
there.
That is a Chad. Do not, if you edit that out,
Patrick
I'll quit the show.
Swayze, Val Kilmer.
Not even close. I would have taken Kevin Bacon.
Really?
He's the middle ground between the two.
Mm.
You fucking mutt.
Mm.
Anyway,
Anyway.
and I'm the one that started drinking at 10 a.m.
So anyway, after he gets grounded, he finds out he has to go back to Top Gun. Back to, what was it, North Island?
Yeah, something like that.
North Point Island or whatever. So he's back where he started in the first movie, and they want him to teach a bunch of upcoming pilots, the best of the best.
20 of the best Top Gun
20 of the best upcoming pilots and all that. He wants to teach them how to, they want him to do some sort of suicide mission run.
Death
and
Star trench run. Straight up Death Star trench run.
But the best
Death
thing
Star
about
trench
it
run,
is
yeah.
when he goes back there, he thinks he's doing the mission. Like, no,
No.
you're teaching it.
Yeah, he thought he was leading, and he was like, "Well, I have a list of people I want." And they're like, "No. You're gonna bring a bunch of people who have never seen combat before, except for Hangman, who's a total badass and deserves to be a douchebag to everyone."
Mm. What are you gonna do?
I'm Hangman.
Yeah.
I'm totally Hangman. Of our three, I'm Hangman. You're Bob.
Why am I Bob?
Because you're
Because you got glasses.
yeah, and your baby on board. You're really good at your job, but no one respects you. You're Bob. Yeah. And then Andrew's Phoenix.
Some rising from the ashes.
And you're the best pilot, but you know, you just kind of do what you need to do. Whereas I'm Hangman and I'm a douchebag, and yeah, I got the only kill, but I won't let you forget. You know what I mean? I'm a dick. I'm Hangman. You're Bob. He's Phoenix.
But who's in the class?
Well, it turns out Goose's child, Rooster, is in. I like how they don't really give you first names. They give everyone call signs. Rooster, Maverick, Cyclone is John Hamm.
Bob.
Baby on board. But anyway, sorry, Devil's Avocado. You guys do it.
So anyway, he goes to the bar after he finds out about all this, and he's kind of pissed off. He goes to the bar and he finds his love interest.
Jennifer Connelly.
And might I say, still very beautiful.
What do you mean still? She's always been and always will be. You fucking sexist.
And to be fair, we have to specify this. She's not the same character that was in the first movie.
No, because
this is a new one.
The first one got fat, old, and ugly.
So he goes to the bar and we have a funny scene where we get introduced to all the other pilots. And Tom Cruise ends up having to pay.
Why?
Because he leaves his phone in the bar and is disrespecting the bartender.
What did the little plaque say?
Don't disrespect the female bartender.
Disrespect the Navy, disrespect the lady, or leave your phone on the bar, and you have to pay everyone's tab. So he did not disrespect the Navy. He did not disrespect the lady, but the very first thing he did was put his phone on the bar. Which, by the way, who the fuck puts their phone on a bar? You're inviting trouble. It's a fucking bar. Liquid is being thrown around in every direction.
My phone's waterproof. I don't give a shit.
Says you until your phone gets ruined on the bar at a bar.
When you get people trying to chat you up. Meaning Patty.
And me yelling towards you.
Why are you at the bar? We could be playing games.
Dude, we gotta play Vermintide. What are you doing? What's the scene you should be watching?
The end.
Yeah, the fucking dogfight. The scene where
I did like all the training scenes where
the training was amazing. Any scene in the plane was amazing.
Yeah.
Dude, any scene in a plane.
I will say, I love at the beginning, though, how it's almost like Tom Cruise's character was stuck in the 80s. He had an old Kawasaki motorcycle.
Mm-hmm. He was thinking,
and there was a bunch of 80s music playing at the beginning.
What was it, a P-51 Mustang?
Music going.
What?
He kept the 80s music going throughout.
Right, and I said, but more to your point that he's archaic is it starts him fixing a P-51 Mustang.
Yeah.
You know? So he's a classic dogfighter. Because like no other plane shot down any other plane than like maybe like a Zero, a Stutka, and a P-51 Mustang, and maybe a British Firebird or Firebrand. What do they call it? The British World War II pilot plane.
Spitfire,
yeah. So those were like the big four: the American plane, the British plane, the Japanese plane, and the German plane. Like that was when dogfighting. Everyone was driving 300 miles per hour to shooting each other down with machine guns. That's when dogfighting was dogfighting.
Laser sensors and all
and
that
lasers
stuff.
And missiles and stuff.
I am surprised though. Reading the synopsis of this movie and the way people talk about it, I thought there was gonna be a lot of drone fighting in it.
No, the drone fighting was the lasers and the missiles and stuff. The idea that like Tom Cruise he's better than a computer, you know, because he knows how to fly.
Well, Proof Rooster was better than a computer too.
Exactly.
I thought there was gonna be a little drones flying around. Like,
nah, that's that movie Stealth.
Not that good.
You've never seen Stealth?
Nah.
We should have watched Stealth before we watched this. Stealth has Jamie Foxx in it. That's all you need to know.
Don't hate on Jamie Foxx.
I will. Jamie Foxx, you're a great actor, but you picked a lot of bad movies.
He deserves better. Like,
no.
Remember when he was in Collateral with Tom Cruise? You don't like that movie?
I like Tom Cruise, but I don't like Jamie Foxx. Anyway, back to this movie.
Let's talk about the filming of this movie.
Did you think Tom Cruise was gonna die?
Mm-hmm.
Did you think
I actually did think Tom Cruise was going to die, but then I thought about it. I was like, you know what? Tom Cruise never dies in any movie.
What about when Tom Cruise tells Rooster to pull the eject and it doesn't work? What was going through your brain?
I knew they weren't going to kill Miles Teller, but
you thought Tom Cruise was going to die.
Yeah,
and then you see the rocket launch. What was your thought the second you saw the rocket launch?
To be fair, I've seen enough movies knowing once that.
I know,
rocket launched-
but Chad,
Emotionally speaking, if I was making the movie, I think Tom Cruise should have died.
oh yeah.
I think it would have been like a very impactful death. Like my only negative of this movie is there was no stakes because like no, there were stakes, but nobody died, so there was no like. Well, Iceman died, but he was off camera.
No, what you mean by stakes is, I understand what you're saying, but this movie is like the anti-modern movie. It's an 80s
It's
movie.
the happy everybody wins.
Yeah, the
we
good guys
succeed.
win.
Yeah,
Yeah. Whereas like modern movies, it's like everybody needs to lose, and then at the last second, the hero betrays the government.
I still think if they were gonna send off Tom Cruise in the movie, it would have been great to make him have that hero sacrifice.
Well, he
but
did it. He did it when he let himself get shot down instead of Rooster. That was his
Yeah.
big hero sacrifice. But then Rooster did a one-upped him on the hero scale and was like, no, I'm saving you now.
And I will say, this movie did not feel the length of the movie.
Right? For a 2 hour, like what, 40-minute movie?
Yeah, this
No,
movie-
actually, I think it was just a little over 2 hours.
Still, it felt like what, 30 minutes?
yeah.
Because it just keeps going. There's no bullshit.
Well, the filmmaking in this movie is what we're
Beautiful.
missing because it's like, oh, we're gonna have this to keep you entertained. We're gonna have this dramatic scene with Jennifer Connelly and Tom
I'm
Cruise.
pretty sure this is the movie where the rant that Tom Cruise got in trouble for about the COVID restrictions, where he was like, if we fuck this up, there'll never be another movie like this. And it's like, oh, I see why you were mad, Tom Cruise. Because I heard a story about how the actors, a lot of the scenes of the actors in the cockpit are real. So what they would have to do is fly, right? And then pull out a pocket mirror and do their own makeup. And then turn their own camera on and film the scene. And they did 40 minutes of flying before they realized Miles Teller forgot to turn on his camera. So then they had to redo all the G forces and all that shit. Like, this movie is filmmaking, you know, this is filmmaking. This reminds me of the old movies where it was like the Charlie Chaplin thing where it's like, no, you need to jump.
I was literally
You
just gonna
need to
say the
jump.
old, like silent movies where they were like, we have one chance to do this.
And you need to do it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, oops, you fell off the building and died.
And I,
Like the scene where they fly under the bridge and Payback goes, holy fuck. That's the actor
Yeah.
reacting to them flying under a small ass hole. They never put the actor in the pilot seat because most of the F-18s have 2 seats. So the guy,
yeah,
in
but the way they filmed it was easy.
it looked like
Yeah.
he was in the front seat, you know?
Because it's all about the reaction, and they can kind of
Like anytime Tom Cruise is doing this, it's like a real pilot would never take his hand off the stick.
Well,
of
that
the
was
throttle.
more a Rooster doing that. Tom
Right.
Cruise never really did that.
But anytime they're doing this, it's because literally they're trying to push off the cockpit because they're being
and
thrown
to be
up.
fair on Rooster, he's like he's never experienced flying like
I
that.
like how they show you the switchboard of the F-14 and it's just and you have to just know exactly, like the guy in the back seat isn't just looking at a TV, he's flipping switches constantly.
And that was a good line because he's like, your dad did it. And he's like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, holy shit, I get it now.
What do you think of the filming?
You know what's interesting about one of the interesting facts I read about this? They actually turned Tom Cruise into an F-18.
Yeah,
That was actually him.
that was
Fuck you
physically him.
guys.
They used some weird alchemy. Tom Cruise knows alchemy, Scientology, you know, whatever.
No, how crazy is Tom Cruise's like, didn't
Life?
he actually fly the planes? Like he learned how to fly and everything?
Yeah, he knows how to fly, but he was the backseat. They never.
No, I'm
they,
just saying in general.
There's no way the Navy would be like, hey, Scientology actor Tom
no, I'm
Cruise.
saying in general.
Here's a
He
multi-billion-
found out the
Yeah, no, he knows. He knows what it's like to hit 6
Yeah.
Gs.
and I was gonna go to space in this new.
Excited.
I'm so
I'm
excited for Mission Impossible,
Um,
dude.
So the plot of this movie is there's an Eastern European country threatening
Yeah,
freedom.
the best thing is
I like how they made it a generic Eastern European
no,
country.
but the best thing is no politics.
Yeah.
It's just-
No, I know, but that's what makes it. This is like
That's
so
what makes it
80s.
awesome.
In the only difference was in the 80s they always had that fake Hispanic island.
Yeah, it was
All the
either-
80s movies had that.
It was always something if it was a Hispanic island like Cara Blanco or something like that, or it was always something like Parmistan, or you know, it was always Cara Blanco.
Chadistan.
You know what I mean? Like it was always something Spanish, something Stan. You
No,
know?
I think it was really smart of them just to decide.
Their
You know what?
their logo reminded me of a Super Nintendo game. Shit, I can't remember, but it was like a game where you play fighter planes, and their logo was like a unicorn with flames behind it. And when they showed the logo of the F-14, it was a unicorn. And I was like, I wonder if the guy played the same fucking SNES game that I played and recognized the logo. Andrew knows the game I'm talking about. If I could get my older brother on here, he would know exactly what I was talking about. But he's Jewish now, so we don't talk.
Commando had Valverde, which was a fake
Yeah,
Hispanic
that's what I mean.
country.
Something Spanish or
Yeah. And License to Kill, the James Bond movie, had Island de Isthmus.
Got the best.
Broforce had the best names for all their shit. We got to play Broforce with Andrew one night.
What we should do is, anyway, we should do a let's play and just
Yeah.
But silly question, but let's break down the acting.
Phenomenal. Miles Teller played Cyclops and he sucked. Miles Teller played Rooster and he nailed it.
Was Miles Teller?
Yeah, he was also in Ready Player One.
Money, man.
And
No, fuck you.
fuck you, he was in Whiplash too.
He was good in Whiplash.
That's what I'm. Miles Teller was great. Tom Cruise, great.
Wait, when did Miles Teller play Cyclops?
In the
First Class, right?
First Class and all that shit, right? Was that Miles Teller?
I'm looking at his Wikipedia. I don't see X-Men on here.
I'm gonna beat you up if you're wrong.
I think he's right. That's why I'm saying, like,
Oh, he was in Fantastic Four.
oh, Fan Four Stick.
Yeah, he was in Fantastic Four.
Then who
not
played Cyclops?
some other dick.
Cyclops wasn't in X-Men First Class.
I know.
Yeah, but
Ty Sheridan.
Yeah. Look,
screen share.
do you see how I thought he was the same?
What would your call sign be?
I want to be Mudflap.
Why?
I don't know. It sounds funny.
What would his be?
Oh, we assign each other. All right,
Yeah,
Andrew.
we're all gonna do.
In my opinion, Andrew's. Based off what I know about Andrew, I call him classic. I call Andrew classic.
The classic.
You're very because retro's lame. You know what I mean? But I call Andrew classic. You beefcake.
Beefcake.
Beefcake. So I'd have classic and beefcake on my wing. So it'd be Mudflap, classic, and beefcake. All right. What about you, Chad? What are your call sign for yourself and us two?
I don't know. You both got big noses. Andrew's like, come on.
Come on, be funny like I did.
Andrew Andrew, go first. I can't.
All right.
Okay, mine are gonna be really original. Chad, you'll be Penguin, and Chris, you'll be Christ.
Oh, I'll take Christ. Yeah, hell yeah, that's rad.
What's yours?
Yeah, what's yours?
Mine? Oh, I have to give myself one?
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
There we go. Absent.
Yeah, absent. God damn it, where's absent?
Fuck, he's absent.
You have something to slip up the tongue real fast.
What's yours? Dude, don't think. That's the point of this movie. Don't think, just say. What's your call sign?
My call sign's Omega.
Okay, that's gay as fuck. But anyway, what's
Omega
mine?
Chad. Your beak.
Beak. And what's Andrew?
Teak.
All right. Well, now we see why the show sucks.
He's tech guy, so he's a teak.
All right. I like how Beak, Teak, and Omega. Now, you know what's funny is earlier in the night, I said my call sign would be Beak and yours would be Fat Chad. And then you went Fat Omega Chad. So it's almost like you remembered what I said.
No, I'd be Gut. You be Beak, and he be Teak.
Beak and Teak. Now we'd have to. Which one in the middle of the dog? The point is, they're all supposed to sound different.
I honestly do like classic.
Classic's great.
Yeah.
Because you know exactly who you're talking. Classic. You know, Andrew knows exactly what
But you are Beak, and I'm Gut.
All right, Beak, classic.
I kind of like calling you Penguin though, and I feel like
I do like
the logo on your tail wing would be hilarious.
Yeah,
because it'd be like a
but
little angry cartoon penguin.
no, it's a penguin slipping on ice.
I'm not. But if you're in a gunfight and
Penguin 6.
Gut 6.
No.
Penguin.
No, but penguin is clear. That's the point. You hear penguin, you know it's you.
You don't think it's too long to say?
No, it's 2 syllables. If it was 3 syllables, that's too much. Notice, no, it's Maverick, Hangman,
Mm.
Iceman, Rooster.
I'm fine. I've been called Penguin my whole life. but
Yeah,
last name-
Penguin's good. Classic's good. What's mine?
Wallaby.
Wallaby. Too many.
Rocco.
Rocco's too it's like picking Bob. It's too specific.
You're Beak.
Rocky.
No, he's Beak.
Beak works, but Beak also goes with Penguin. That implies I'm your subordinate, and that's just
You
not
are
true.
though, so
What about? I do like Christ, Savior.
Beak, Gut, and Classic.
No, Classic's amazing. I can't believe I hit that on the head because I can just see Andrew's helmet, just pure white with like cursive writing. Classic with in blue with
He's
like,
have,
with
like
an underline.
He's
you
at
know?
the helmet visor with the what is it?
Kind of like in that same font that our softball teams always used. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah, yeah. Or like
He's
the
at the-
Cadillac font.
No,
like it
he-
says
He
Classic.
just needs to have the aviator look. On
Oh yeah, his
visor.
goggles look like aviators. Yeah.
That's all it needs to be.
And it says Classic. And then Penguin, yours is like blue and white, you know, like icebergs with, or it could be like a penguin, you know how they have the white around their eyes, like you know how the Viking helmet looks like, it'd be all black with the white penguin eyes.
Mm.
So then what am I?
Beak.
Beak
You're-
is lame. No, come on. Give me something better than Beak, please.
Snob.
Snob. I'll take snob. Mine could be
Oh,
like,
how about Nazi?
okay, no, because that's you just can't do it. It would work. It would work. It'd just be black and red with a swastika. But I'd be like, no, I'm on your team. I swear. No, I love America. I just love the idea of freedom of speech. Kanye. Oh, no, what would be my call sign? Sea rat.
I thought it was gonna be Gimgoo.
Gimgoo works, but that's just my PlayStation call sign. So what would my helmet look like? Like pink with gumballs?
How about Gimpy?
Gimpy. That's lame. Oh, lame. My helmet's my call sign's lame. My helmet's like off brown, and lame is like all jumbled.
Let's be Walla.
No, why do you want me to be Walla?
Because you're Rocco, and Rocco is a wallaby.
Yeah. Oh, whoa, I haven't heard that since elementary.
I haven't
school.
heard Penguin since I was in elementary school. Fuck you.
Candyman.
Beer Man.
LQ for liquor store. LQ. And my helmet, it looks like a liquor bottle. LQ.
Used to be Alki.
I like
The only
LQ.
time I'm sober is when I'm flying.
Oh, sober. The only time I'm sober is when I'm flying.
You have to be Alki though. You can't be called sober.
Why not sober? Sober works. We got classic, sober, and penguin.
Hmm.
There we go. We nailed it.
There you go.
This is gonna be fun to cut.
And
out.
of course, in the final scene, they have to show that you actually have you snuck a flask on with you.
Well,
And you're like,
The final scene is Chad has a hard lock. We steal the movie. Chad has a hard lock, right? And classic, you're like too far out to come in to save him,
You
right?
need the fucking guts.
And then I go, I got this. And then, you know, like me and you are like neck and neck, but classic's out, like running out of fuel, right?
So we have a fucking Independence Day where you take the mask off.
And I fucking swing it and I slam into the missile that's gonna hit Chad, and then Chad drops the payload, and then you two escape.
That'd be a good movie.
It'd be great.
and then it's revealed that you ejected just before
right.
because it has to
Well,
have
we're
the
not
happy
doing
ending.
fucking Batman.
No. What it is as I reach for my flask, I pull the ejection handle as I'm taking the shot. And
No, you
then
take the shot before you blast off.
no, it's I gotta do this. And then sober, no, don't do it. And I go, I got this. And then I reach down for my flask and I pull my own ejection handle, take the shot, but you don't see that. You just see it. And then as you two are flying away, you're like, I can't believe he sacrificed himself. And then like, holy fuck comes over the radar. You're like, what? He goes, I thought I was, you know, and it's just me like floating in the parachute. Slow.
And you know what the best part is? Your parachute is shaped like a liquor bottle.
Yeah, it's got the Narragansett.
The far shot, you know, all you see is
Yeah, it's me in the chair, like I can't. I thought I was dead. And then I land on the ground and you guys are like, well, we'll be back in 5 minutes. And the Russians capture me and take me to a gulag and torture me.
Sequel.
And then the sequel is you two trying to break sober out of prison. And we can call it Sober Awakening. Final thoughts on Top Gun 2, the Maverick.
Top Gun 2, the Maverick. I wish it was in the poster. Top Gun 2, the Maverick.
Thank you for addressing my joke, explaining it, and then
I think it'd be hilarious.
Thank you,
Andrew. What'd you think of the movie?
I loved it. Honestly, like I was saying before, I love how it wasn't involved with politics or anything. It was just classic fun, and we definitely need more of that.
I do think this is probably the best blockbuster we've had in a very long time.
I hated it. I hate US propaganda. I hate the idea that white obviously it's a 10 out of 10 fucking movie. It was perfect. It's exactly what it needed to be. Hey, here's a plot, here's some characters, here's everything you want to see. No political agenda, no social agenda. Planes shooting planes. Here you go. If you can find any fault in this, if you can sit here and go, well, it's just American exceptionalism. Well, who are they fighting? We don't know. Doesn't matter.
Did you guys hear my joke at the beginning when Tom Cruise, like when he crashed that Mach 10 plane? I was like, oh, too bad it doesn't like take place now where it's going after his daughter and she's like super good. And
and what did I say? Wait until you see his daughter. And then halfway through the movie, they introduced the little girl. And I guarantee both of you went, oh no. Dude, I do, if I was more athletic, I want to play that offense, defense football. That looks fun. Where both teams are on offense and defense.
There needs to be time limits because I can't go that long.
Well, really, it's just whoever.
2 minutes go.
The way you score a touchdown is if you break away from all defenders. You know, if no one's tackling you, you won. So, you know, I think that's interesting.
Yeah.
It'd be fun.
With overall, with this movie, I really,
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
I honestly really hope a lot of movies take like inspiration from this because it's just, how long was this in theaters for? How much money did it make?
Like a year.
This movie was in theaters probably the longest
Still in
any
theaters.
movie that's been the past like 20 years.
No.
Movies on
Avatar ran for like 2 years.
So their budget was 170 million and box office is 1.487 billion.
Yeah,
with a B.
it was from the summer of last year to the summer of this year.
Jeff, the length of the Andrew's got it up.
I know.
And release date was April 28th, 2022.
So it was at least 5 months into the. I think it was in theaters for about 5 months, which is crazy considering the attention span, the money spent in theaters right now.
Well, it's because like, what else?
Well,
was...
the main thing we said at the beginning, escapism.
I love this movie. I give this of modern movies. This is my favorite.
I think I like this more than the first movie.
Oh yeah,
It's a better film.
Just like the first half is here's all the characters. Remember the scene where they do the successful bombing and then the next scene is just it shows you all the planes trying to fly away from the SAM with everyone talking over the radio like break left, break right, like and you're just seeing rockets and flares and shit. Like that was intense as fuck.
Like we joked about it before, but imagine a Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
Based in
this was just the trench run, the movie.
Yeah.
This was everything A New Hope was trying to be. And
you can't blame A New Hope for anything. They did it great the way
A New Hope's trench run is fucking beautiful and amazing and perfect cinematography.
And also it was meant to be like Luke focused, so it wasn't
which they did because Miles Teller did it without it. Fuck it, I'm going behind. And then it did the cool.
But goddamn, man, we need more movies like this. Imagine like
we need Tom Cruise.
Like it's so fucking lame and stupid being like, I want Marvel and Star Wars to reflect on this, but
wait, are you where Chris was 5 years ago, where you're now mad at Marvel and Disney for ruining film?
Dude, Infinity War and Endgame, awesome. You can go fuck yourself.
Top Gun or Infinity War?
I got teary-eyed in both.
You did get teary-eyed during Top Gun. Andrew, did you get teary-eyed during Top Gun?
A little bit.
Yeah, me too.
Well, the thing is, me and you are pussies when we watch movies.
Yeah, we are total pussies.
We're just like fucking females and male bias when it comes to movies.
One person's fucking females. You're
I'm not gonna go there. But Andrew, as probably more of a
Can,
hardened
can we
man,
end this so I can have a beer?